Good morning, students. Welcome back to SST class. Today I'll continue with the lesson India, the coastal plains and island groups. In the previous class, I taught you about the western coastal plains. Today we will read about the eastern coastal plains. So here, if you look at the map, you will see here right from the Bengal till Kanyakumari, the broader part, the green part is the eastern coastal plain. So eastern coastal plain has been divided into three parts: the northern Sircas, the Andhra coast and Coromandel coast. And the states falling within this coastal plains are West Bengal, Orissa, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So we will read all about the eastern coastal plain. Come back to you. The eastern coastal plain. The eastern coastal plain is broader than the western coastline. If you look at the map, you can see the green portion that is being shown in the map. You can see the eastern coastal plain is broader than the western coastal plain. Why? Because most of the rivers which rise from the western coastal plain, all the rivers that rise from the western ghats, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra, and a lot of rivers are there. You can see here, Bhima, they all rise from the western ghats and they move east. So before they join the Bay of Bengal, they form deltas at their mouths. So that's why the eastern coastal plains are broader. And only two rivers, Narmada and Tapi. You can see here at the top, Narmada and Tapi, they rise from the this plateau here, and they move. Only these two rivers move westwards and fall into the Arabian Sea, while all of the rest ones fall into Bay of Bengal. So, the northern part of this coastline is called the northern Sircas, and the coastline stretching from Andhra Pradesh to Kanyakumari is called the Andhra coast and Coromandel coast respectively. The deltas formed by the rivers Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri and Mahanadi on the eastern coast are the fertile tracts of land. Chilka Lake, India's largest lagoon, is in Orissa, lies in this coastal plains. What is a lagoon? A lagoon is a large seawater lake. You can say when the seawater enters onto the mainland and stays there, forms lakes, these are called lagoons. So Chilka is the largest lagoon, lies in Orissa. There are important harbours along this coast. What is a harbour? A harbour is a place where the ships are stationed. Just as there is a platform for or yard is there for the railway trains, similarly for ships, harbours are there. So the harbours on eastern coast are Chennai and Visakhapatnam. The beautiful Marina Beach is located on this coast in Chennai. Karnataka. The major coastal areas are mostly under thick teak forest. Coconuts and a variety of spices are grown in Karnataka. Bangalore is an important seaport along the coast. Bangalore, the IT capital of India, is an important city of Kerala. Now, West Bengal. West Bengal lies at the eastern coastal plain. The soil of the region is very fertile. Main crops grown here are rice and jute. Kolkata is the capital city. It has many jute and textile mills. Mills are the factories where the raw materials are jute and cotton, and these are woven into jute bags or many other things. People speak Bangla. They celebrate Durga Puja. People love to eat fish and rice. Orissa. It is the capital. It is located at the eastern coast. Puri and Bhubaneswar are the important temple towns of Odisha. The state is also famous for its handicraft items. Chilka Lake with its bird sanctuary is an major tourist attraction. So now we come to Telangana. Telangana is a state in the southern region of India. It became the 24th state of India, consisting of 10 northwestern districts of Andhra Pradesh with Hyderabad as its capital. Telangana is situated on the Deccan Plateau, in the central stretch of the eastern border of Indian Peninsula. Telangana has 3 national parks: Kasu Brahmanand Reddy National Park in Hyderabad, Mahavir Harina Vanasthali National Park, and Mrugavani National Park in the Rangareddy district. So these 3 national parks fall into Telangana, and the capital of Telangana is Hyderabad. Next we come to Andhra Pradesh. The Godavari and Krishna rivers form deltas in the coastal plains of Andhra Pradesh. Rice and shrimp farming are the main occupations. Visakhapatnam is an important city. The city has a shipbuilding yard, an iron and steel plant, and an oil refinery. So shipbuilding yard is at Visakhapatnam, and the iron and steel plant and oil refinery are present at Salem. Iron steel plant and oil refinery. So Tamil Nadu. Now come to Tamil Nadu. The Kaveri River forms its delta along the Coromandel coast in Tamil Nadu. Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. Rice is the main crop. Chennai is famous for cotton and silk sarees. The Marina Beach at Chennai is the longest coast in India. So here we see that the Kaveri river is forming its delta, and the coast here, Tamil Nadu coast is called the Coromandel coast. While in Andhra Pradesh, the deltas are formed by Godavari and Krishna rivers. Kanyakumari is in Tamil Nadu. 3 water bodies, the Bay of Bengal, the Arabian Sea, and the Indian Ocean meet here. Nearby, a small island which has the beautiful Vivekanand Memorial. So here is a small island. You have to go by ship if you go there, and there is a Vivekanand rock, and there the Vivekanand Memorial has been built, where Swami Vivekanand used to meditate. So in Kanyakumari, the 3 water bodies, the Bay of Bengal, the Arabian Sea, and the Indian Ocean meet each other. Life of people in coastal plains. The lifestyle of the people in the coastal and western coastal plains varies according to the climatic conditions and topographical location. Both the eastern and western coastal plains cover some parts of states located in the east, like Karnataka, West Bengal, Odisha, and Tamil Nadu, and the western states are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Kerala, and Goa. Now we come up to the islands. There are 2 groups of islands which are part of our country. The Lakshadweep group is located in the Arabian Sea, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are situated in the Bay of Bengal. If you look at the map, you see on the western side there are Lakshadweep group of islands, while on the eastern side there are the group of islands of Andaman and Nicobar. So let's study about this. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. There are 572 isles. Small islands are called isles in the Andaman and Nicobar group. Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. All of them are not inhabited. People live in 38 of them. It's not so much populated. These islands are not much populated. So only out of 38 out of 572 islands are inhabited by people. This group of islands is like an arc in which the urban Andaman Islands are in the north while the Nicobar Islands are in the south. The southern tip of this group is the Indira Point. The southernmost, and then see here, if it is mentioned in the map, I can show you. The last island of Andaman and Nicobar Islands is called the Indira Point, and Indira Point is the last part of the whole of Union of India. If we talk about the mainland, then Kanyakumari is the southernmost part of India. But if we talk about the Indian Union, that is including the islands, then Indira Point is the southernmost part of India. It got submerged under sea water in 2004 during the tsunami disaster. The barren island, India's only active volcano, is situated here. This volcano last erupted in May 2005. Now we read about Lakshadweep Islands. The Lakshadweep Islands are close to the Malabar coast of India. There are about 43 islands in this group. They have a flat surface. Most of the people are either farmers or fishermen. Kavaratti is the capital of this union territory. Life in islands. Most of the islands are covered with thick forest. The people of these islands live in their old and traditional way. Barren Island, which has been the only active volcano in India, is located here. Many years ago, when the British ruled India, these islands were called Kalapani. Kalapani because of the kind of color of water found here. The people, most of the prisoners who were punished by the Britishers were sent to here, and that punishment was called Kalapani. I think you have heard about Kalapani ki saza mili. So Kalapani, that is because of the color of water here, people could not drink, neither they could drink, neither they could use it. So that was called Kalapani. Freedom fighters of India were sent there and lodged in jail called Cellular Jail, which is in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Those who visit these places go to Cellular Jail to see in what type of conditions the prisoners were kept here. Let's read about the types of coasts. Coasts vary according to the composition and structure. There are Bayhead Beach, Drowned Coast, Highland Coast, Lowland Coast. Bayhead Beach, this is formed when material eroded from high land jetting into the sea is washed into a bay, a coastal inlet between the headlands. Drowned Coast, where the sea level has risen on the land, sunk valleys are flooded to form narrow inlets. Where the valleys are glacial, the inlets are called fjord. Highland Coast, where the sea meets a highland coast, it generally wears away the rocks, creating cliffs, small covers, and wave-cut rock platforms. Lowland Coast, broad beaches, salt marshes, and estuaries are the main features of lowlands. Let's read about the terms used in the lesson. Lagoons, some small or shallow saltwater lakes or ponds that cut themselves off from the main sea. Canal, a long stretch of water, narrow stretch of water. Beach, a vast area along the sea coast consisting of sand, pebbles, and gravel brought down by the action of water. Northern Sircars, it is former name for the coastal region of eastern India between the Kaveri, Krishna River and Odisha, at present in Andhra Pradesh. Shrimp, typically shrimps are small fishes marine fishes, that is sea fishes. So that's all about the lesson. You read it yourself, okay, and try to work or practice the map pointing. Okay, map pointing is a must. You must go on practicing. Okay, so till we meet in the next class, we will talk about the other. We'll discuss the question answers. Till then, take care. Bye bye.